Trevor, the traction engine, was enjoying his time at the orchard. Birds were chirping and apples were growing on trees. "Hello, Trevor. You look as bright and cheerful as my red paint." "I am," Trevor replied. "What's that noise we're hearing?" "The bees," told Trevor. "They're all in these boxy things called beehives. I'm taking them to the station. Vicar says they make good honey. And he's giving some to his friends. Now isn't that lovely?" Just then, Bogo the Diesel chimed in. "Take care, you two. Those bees might sting you." "You're not telling me what to do." "Well, have a good day, Trevor." And Boko set off to the station. Later, Boko had to go in the shed so that Gordon could go on the line. And so he decided to talk to Duck and started with Bill and Ben. "Those two make good tricks. When I met them for the first time," he laughed, "they almost made my eyes pop out. But then good guy Edward had to come in and stop the madness. He's the only one who could take them in order. Sometimes I call those two yellow boys the bees. A fitting name. They're terrors when they start buzzing around. Speaking of twins, I'm sorry for earlier about Donald and Douglas. Oh, I'll tell them later that you're a good diesel after all." "Oh, that's fine for me. I'm just worried if they would act the same for other diesels." "Maybe, but at the same time, you're that same kind of diesel that was chasing after them." Yes. Poor Douglas and Donald." Yes. "What's that, Duck? Agreeing with a diesel? Don't let that buzzbox diesel tell you different. Donald and Douglas deserve to run away like that." "How do you know that? And besides, his name is Boko and he would." "I wouldn't care," James ruffed. "And that early conversation with bees, I would just harumph and they would buzz off. Steam scares bees." Buzz, Duck joked. The next day, James arrived at the station and bummed the coaches loudly, so loudly that the portal distracted and the beehive fell. The station was cleared and all passengers were gone. It was never so clear before. What's wrong?" said James before the familiar buzzing. Meanwhile, the bees were too cold to be cross, so they hovered over the fireman, hoping that they would give him their hive. But he didn't understand, neither did the driver.
Engine number 5,
Then
please
the
leave
bees
the
came up to
station.
James, whose boiler was most hot. "Buzz off!
Engine number
Buzz
5,
off!"
please leave the
Then a
station
bee burned their foot.
immediately.
Ooh. It came right up to James and stung him on the nose. "Yay! That's enough! We gotta go!"
Leave the station.
They didn't realize until later that they left the coaches, who were laughing hysterically. While James's bees incident was happening, Duck and Boko were resting. And soon, when the story was passed to another, Duck and Boko heard it. So when James arrived with a big red sting on his nose, Boko and Duck laughed. "It's a shame it's not Christmas, because we could have called you James the Big Red-Nosed Engine." And the two green engines continued to laugh. Even James started to laugh. Oh, it was a good one after all.